Takes to start kicking ass, just like it said at the beginning of the program.
Man of the hour, tower of power, too sweet to be sour.
Sending your ass on the jabroni jet to the other side of the territory, brother.
The Alabama Hammer.
Nightmares are the best part of my day.
The goods from the wood.
Hot damn.
Welcome to the Goods from the Woods, and welcome to 2018. My name is Rivers Langley.
I am future Pat Riley.
Morton Kondracki, the man of the hour, the top hour, too sweet to be sour. And also
Wrong. Martin Kondracki, wrong. Pat Buchanan,
wrong. Mr. Goodnight, wrong. Or technically right in this case.
How does it feel, you guys? We're
To be on our own?
in 2018. It's
to treat me like you do.
oh God, are you talking about orgy or New Order?
No, we're talking New Order.
I don't know. It's an orgy kind of year, 2018.
I hope it is, at least for me. I certainly hope it is.
Oh, this episode is gonna be an orgy of topics.
Yeah, that's right. So we're gonna do another elimination.
Yeah, a request from our vaunted listener, Gabe Rossman. I was talking to him, and he's like, I like the deep dives. I love the deep dives, but I love the tournaments a little bit more.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, and we've gotten a lot with the feedback on the deep dive episodes, and we've been doing a few of them, and there'll be plenty to come around in the next year. And if you have any requests for topics, I mean, we're more than happy.
I was gonna say, yeah, we've got some good ideas on the horizon.
Yeah,
We have many genres, I think, within our own show.
Yeah, that's right.
why it's a stud cast.
yeah, it is the
Understand.
stud cast.
The stud
yeah,
cast.
with Ron Fuller gave us the okay.
So it is not a
Officially.
mere podcast anymore. It is now officially a stud
Yeah,
cast.
tell them what happened, good night, because I thought that was cool.
And, Ron Fuller of the Tennessee Stud has started his own stud cast.
But isn't Rob Fuller the Tennessee stud? Like, or are they both Tennessee studs?
I think they both were at one point.
Okay.
Because didn't he have the Tennessee Stud stable?
Yeah, he did. He did.
I remember when I first started, actually in comedy, there was me and a few guys, and we would actually call ourselves the Stud Stable.
Okay.
So anyway, the Tennessee Stud, he had Colonel Rob Parker, Ron Parker.
Where are the rest of the stud stable these days? What are they up to?
Oh, some of them still do stuff.
Okay.
Will Smalley is a comedian in Boston.
Oh, okay.
Geary, who was on the show.
Oh, okay, Gary. We'll see him in
Yeah.
we saw him over the Christmas break.
Exactly, and some of them are in the hereafter. So
Okay.
because that's the way it is, man.
Yeah.
But what was the? Oh yeah, the
If we're
Tennessee Stud.
if we're a stud stable, can I call being Ming?
Yeah, oh, yeah, sure.
Nice.
As long as I don't have to be Bunkhouse Buck.
Or Dirty Dick Slater.
Yeah, well, I could probably deal with that, but Bunkhouse Buck, he was gorgeous Jimmy Golden, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And I ain't forgiving him for what he did to Austin Idol at that gas station. Which also, I believe, was under the direction of the Tennessee Stud. He's got a stud cast now, is the point. So he called it a stud cast. I noticed this on the Twitter. One of the few times that you'll find me on the internet like that. And
At Sepulveda Cowboy.
at Sepulveda Cowboy. If you see me tweeting, it usually means it's because I've got my hands on some hash. Because that's the only time you'll see me tweeting. It usually means I'm smoking hash. Point is, Tennessee Stud's on there. He said he started a stud cast. I was most impressed by this. And I said online that whether the other fellas liked it or not, I think this is going to have to be a stud cast from now on. It goes from the woods because there is a cast of studs on here.
And all of our guests are studs.
Yeah,
Male
they're a stud stable, if you
male
will.
studs, female studs.
Any kind of stud.
Yeah.
What do you call female studs? Anyway, Phil is
Studs.
studs.
Yeah.
It's
They're
all
studs.
studs, no duds. That's what you get here
There we are.
on the stud cast.
All studs, no studs.
At the goods from the woods, but it was Colonel Fuller that originated the phrase studcast or the concept of studcast, and I've been given the express permission of the Colonel to make this show
So,
a studcast too. This qualifies as a studcast.
So this is at Ron Fuller Welch. He tweeted this on December 11th of last year.
I thought Rob Fuller was the Colonel.
I get confused
Yeah,
sometimes whether they're
Rob
the same guy.
Fuller, the one that's got
Yeah.
the anatomical reputation.
Yeah, the one that had touched the water, and the one that's also like 6'10", like
no, Ron's the really tall one.
the Andre the Giant height.
Yeah, Rob is the one that's like he's tall as hell, but he's not as tall. He's the one that's
he
yeah.
touched the water.
So Ron, this says Ron Fuller's Studcast is a fascinating blend of wrestling, history, and storytelling. Or maybe that's wrestling history and storytelling.
But those are all three good things.
Yeah,
It's like
totally.
BJ's Teddy Bear Bible Club. These are all good things on their own.
Record-breaking new podcast is a must-listen for fans worldwide. Ride with the Stud. Mr. Goodnight says, from now on, I want to refer to the goods as a Studcast, and to which Ron Fuller Welch replied, go for it.
So there is the permission, you understand? So we are now officially a Studcast, not a Dudcast. If y'all can't keep up with the studs, too bad, Jack, because it is a stud stampede from here on out in 2018.
Pareto Studs. So, Pat, just tell the folks what we're doing today.
What we're gonna do is we've brought back based on the request of one of our favorite listeners. We're bringing back our tournament, and there's been a number of episodes where we've done this, and we go with we could go in the direction of what's the worst. We did worst song before, which was very controversial.
Yeah, that's right.
Made me a few people's least favorite person because of my criticism of Four Non-Blondes is what's up. But it could be the worst, right?
Yeah.
Or it could who would win in a fight? Cryptozoological characters,
Oh, that's right, yeah.
news anchors, things like that. We could do best, honestly. I don't know if we've done best before, but screw it. We could go with that as well. So what we do is we each have 3 cards. The 3 studs on this Studcast.
3-card stud.
It's a 3-card stud.
See how many things the stud just lends itself to. It's like you have one of them stud detectives. You
Yeah.
understand? I cannot, Mr. Goodnight cannot go, no, it's their hardware store. Because I set them stud detectives off every time.
All right. So we each will write a topic, and then we're going to draw them from the hats, and we're going to pick one, and we're going to have one tournament.
Okay.
And it could be who'd win in a fight, what's the worst, what's the best, what rocks hardest, what's the most absurd. It could be any of these sorts of things. But we have 10 options, but one is going to, at a drawing, be the topic, the tournament of today's episode.
Okay.
And we'll put on a song as we write our topics.
Yeah, that's right.
So what song are we going to go with? Oh, it's Pure Prairie League's Amy, right?
Yeah. Or we could go with something off of their record, Bustin' Out, perhaps.
They want the cowboy on the cover.
They all have the cowboy on the cover. They were like Molly Hatchet in that way. They
So
had,
you mean the covers are better than the albums?
Why don't we do something a little bit different? So we're gonna write down the topics, and here's Robert Tepper with No Easy Way Out.
There's no easy way out. There's no shortcut home. There's no easy way out. Giving it can't be wrong. No, there's no easy way out. There's no easy way out. There's no shortcut home. There's no shortcut home. There's no easy way out. There's no easy.
Wow, that was inspirational. How many times does Rocky change gears during that montage? 18, 19. I like to think he has a 19-speed Trans Am.
yeah.
It's like it's a bicycle.
Yeah, exactly. That's how it works.
What's on my bicycle, man? Just keep shifting.
So we have topics.
Yeah, we got a hat. Let's hear what it sounds like.
Yeah, there is an actual hat.
I'm actually mixing them up,
Yep.
and we'll select, and then we'll read off the ones that it didn't end up being. So one here. So here's the ones that it wasn't.
Didn't make it.
Didn't make it. For the umpteenth millionth time, I will not have us do worst fast food restaurants.
Oh man.
I've been wanting to just slag Captain D's so bad on the because I have a platform and I've got a grievance.
Well,
And it's against you, Captain D's seafood.
check out the Jam Band episode, episode 98, for the full rundown of the situation on the ground as
Yeah.
it stood in the summer of
Long John
2000.
Silver's is also pretty
16.
terrible too. Sorry, Gabe. Who would win in a fight? Cartoons based on action figure casts.
Oh man,
Yeah,
that would have been a good one.
yeah.
Is that, that's just He-Man and Transformers, right?
Well, no,
There's so much
Street
more.
Sharks,
Oh,
Them Ninja
Yeah.
Turtles, you name it.
He-Man, G.I. Joe.
Strictly speaking, it counts superheroes.
Yeah,
oh, okay.
yeah.
That's fair.
Who would win in a fight? Movie monsters.
Okay.
Sorry, it's classic. Maybe next time. Who would win in a fight? Celebrity martial artists.
Okay.
Isn't going to happen. So Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's not going to get his moment. of-
Here's the thing: do members of this studcast count? Because I think we have at least 2 celebrity martial artists.
Worst comeback albums.
Oh man, we missed out on an opportunity
Vanilla
to talk
Ice, mind blowing.
Yeah.
Chinese democracy.
Worst Paul McCartney songs.
Oh boy, well that one's
Historical badasses.
yeah.
That's a bit open.
Yeah.
That's a bit
Oh,
wide.
that was mine, and I was thinking like Andrew Jackson and whatever somebody else.
Yeah, because mine would have just been like Grace Jones. Just like I find them to be Alf. Like I find them.
I mean, Gordon Shumway.
Yeah. Best general, real or fictional.
So it's very similar to the historical badasses.
Yeah, indeed,
thing.
indeed. Oh, what do we got here? Ooh, most absurd Hulk Hogan things.
Oh man, I'm
Not the topic for this week.
Oh, shit.
And there's plenty of them.
God, he has lightning pants.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not even mentioning his legal battles and the fallout from those.
Yeah.
We're talking. We could have talked Pastamania. We could have talked the Yapapai Indian strap match.
We could have talked the dark side of Hulkamania.
We
and
could
we
have
burnt the dirt sheet.
Yeah, we could have talked about the Dungeon of Doom, the War Bonnet.
The war bonnet.
I mean, the helmet.
Fuck yeah, the helmet
The helmet.
with the fist.
The Apter mags used to say ban the helmet or ban Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, we could have had that, and we didn't.
I guess drum roll for this. Tell him, Pat.
Who would win in a fight amongst hair and heavy metal frontmen? So we're gonna line up the contestants. So what's gonna take us to the contestants?
Well, in celebration of his victory down there in Alabama, I'd like to hear at least part of Teach You How to Dougie.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, hey, teach me how to Dougie. Hey, they be like Smooth. What? Can you teach me how to Dougie? You know why? 'Cause all the bitches love me. Hey, all I need is a beat that's super bumpin', and for you to back it up and dump it. Get it?
Teach me how to Dougie. Teach me how to Dougie.
All right. So, classic who would win in a fight, tournament of death like we have, and this is hair and heavy metal frontmen. Now, we each included 3, and then there's a 4th one that I included just to keep it round, right? We don't want to eliminate anybody's opportunity to fight, because we want to get the most amount of opportunity for discussion and ridiculousness as possible.
Yes.
So, let's seed these out. So, the first matchup is going to be, I don't even know his name, but the guy from Crowbar. We'll just call him Crowbar. I don't know his name, but he is he definitely has a definite size advantage against a lot of these competitors.
You know these same Beavis and Butthead, he's always taking a dump.
I gave my heart and soul to you.
They're always taking a dump.
Oh, that's got to be like 30 pounds of meat. And he's going to be facing off in the first round against Axl Rose.
Kirk Winstein.
Okay, Kirk Winstein is facing off against. We'll just call him Crowbar.
Yeah, I was gonna say Crowbar sounds way more badass
Yeah,
than
Crowbar
Kirk
is facing off against W. Axl Rose.
Yeah, Kirk Winstein is like the guy who helps you at the bank.
Now, Vanilla Ice. Are we going to say that Vanilla Ice qualifies as?
Is he heavy metal?
I didn't write it down.
Yeah, who put that in there?
I did. I'm asking you. I think he's pretty damn heavy.
He's butt rock because he did that Ice Baby like butt rock new metal thing.
Yeah, but he's also extremely violent.
Yeah, but he's usually considered part of the rap genre.
I would say I would say he put out one rap album, and all the other albums since then have been very much heavy metal albums.
I don't know.
Mind blowing is not.
I didn't put in Ted Nugent, who's technically at Once Upon a Time metal, because I thought we were clear about our genre.
Oh, if you were going to include him, this J-Brone is taking a dive in the first round, unless you make a really
Somebody put Suge
convincing
Knight up
case.
in there too,
Yeah,
then, to take ice out.
Well, he's definitely his days are numbered because he's facing off in the first round against Rob Halford. So, yeah, there's a version of Ice Ice Baby where it's like Ice Ice Baby. That's new metal. New metal is not.
I said, I mean,
Heavy.
This is my category.
Fucking
I said
whatever.
hair
All right.
slash heavy.
All right, next round, Diamond David Lee Roth
All right.
is going to be facing off against who is he facing off against? Chad Kroger from Nickelback. Rivers, you've got some real
You get a very fluid definition of metal.
what metal is because you said hair or heavy metal frontmen.
Are you telling me Nickelback doesn't rock? I think they rock, man.
Well, in the next,
Look, Goodnight and I have to ingratiate ourselves to the great Canadian people. We're coming to the Yukon Festival.
Rivers' Canadian accent isn't coming along too bad either.
all right, and then we have two play-in qualifiers, right?
All right.
And to qualify, the first qualifying ones are Michael Sweet of Striper.
Oh, he's got the power of the Lord.
Told the
Indeed.
devil to go to hell.
Yeah.
Versus Blackie Lawless from Wasp, which
Wow, that's really a
basically it's
clash of ideologies on the Sunset Strip.
Tipper Gore's PMRC versus the opposite of Tipper Gore's PMRC, and the other one is Jim Gillette from the group Nitro, facing off against Udo Dirkschneider of Accept.
The balls to the wall guy.
Ooh. All right. So the first matchup that we're going to have to qualify for the tournament, I can't believe that these guys have to qualify, and Chad Kroger and Vanilla Ice have to only face, theoretically, 3 matches. These guys have to face extra matches. So Michael Sweet from Striper
Yeah, right.
going up against Blackie Lawless from Wasp.
Okay.
So this is a really this is going to be one that's going to be very interesting because I included Michael Sweet from Striper.
Let's hear a little bit of this is To Hell with the Devil.
Yeah, this is a classic.
Isaiah 53:15?
Yeah,
Does anybody know what that is right
no
off?
clue.
It's tell the devil to go to hell.
Yeah, Striper may or may not actually be Christian themselves, evangelically Christian, but they cornered the Christian heavy metal market.
Did a pretty good job with it too.
Oh yeah, they still tour to this day.
Yeah,
actually.
I mean a lot better than your typical like contemporary Christian catch-up kind of music. Like
Oh yeah.
which is always years
But
behind the
listen,
times.
this is Michael Sweet right here.
Some ugly stage costumes these
Yeah,
guys
they
have.
went with the Killer Bees look
Yeah,
of yellow and black, the yellow and black attack,
and it stings once, but it dies.
which I thought I was an altar boy.
I mean, this song's pretty good.
There's some real hideous guitar work in this song, but it's not about the guitars; it's about the lead singers. Michael Sweet. I included him. He's got the power of the Lord behind him. And did you find Isaiah 50?
Yeah. Okay, so Isaiah 53:5. But he was wounded for our transgressions, crushed for our iniquities. Upon him was the punishment that made us whole, and by his bruises we are healed.
Ah.
Yeah, that's to get you to buy this record because you have been wounded if you bought this thing.
His screams are very cat and heat like. He sounds like 2 cats having sex when he does the. And then the other option is Blackie Lawless from Wasp.
There you go. Fuck like a beast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now this is a song that led to or contributed to Senate hearings.
Yeah. It was so offensive that the government had to get involved.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, this guy had an exploding codpiece, a pyrotechnic codpiece.
That's gonna win him right
Talk
there.
about balls to the wall.
That's gonna win him right into the damn tournament right there.
Yeah, I mean that's Blackie is a big guy. I think he's got the size advantage.
He's got the power of the devil.
Yeah, this is basically good versus evil.
But here's the thing. This is what I say. The power of the Lord. Do you think the power of the Lord was really in that kind of striper music that we heard? Or was that namby-pamby, watered-down devil music?
Yeah. I don't know.
So I think that the power of the devil that is in the Wasp is greater than the minuscule little pretend bit that is in the striper.
It's 3 a.m. on Sunset Boulevard. Wasp emerges from the Whiskey A Go-Go. Striper emerges from the Roxy, and they meet halfway in between.
I don't think Striper ever played the Roxy.
You don't think so?
Probably not.
I bet both of these bands probably played the Roxy at some point.
No, they probably played the Rock of Ages youth group. No,
Even at 3 a.m., though, if they tried to meet in the middle of the street, there'd be too much traffic.
No, well, they're on the same side of the street, so it'd be in the sidewalk. It'd be a
Yeah.
good old sidewalk rumble. And I believe...
And it's the lead singers now.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
So
But they-
Oz Fox from Striper is not in this battle.
Right, but
Yeah.
what I'm saying is Michael Sweet comes with his Bible, but Blackie comes with the damn exploding codpiece
And his mom.
and his mom and explodes the codpiece right in his face, exploding fireworks out of his balls and into his face. And that's it. He blinds the man and the fight's over.
I see it, Michael. I was championing you. I thought that you had some level of combat skills, right?
Let's respect the solo.
But I think that the it's one out. I think popular opinion is one out. I mean, it's split. It's a split decision because I was going to go with Michael Sweet. Sorry, Blackie Lawless, but it looks like Blackie Lawless
All right.
is in the next round.
Wasp advances into the tournament
Well, it's
officially.
not Wasp. It's Blackie.
Blackie.
All right. Now this is my favorite battle. It might be the most ridiculous battle of the entire contest, and these two guys are not household names, but they're absolutely amazing. It's going to be Udo Dirkschneider from the band Accept. Now you should pull up the video for Balls to the Wall because yeah, because Udo's power is in his voice, but Udo's other power is in his visual presentation. Udo Dirkschneider, they're the German band, Accept. This is Goodnight actually suggested him. They had such hits as Balls to the Wall and Fast as a Shark.
Which, if you're in the water, pretty damn fast.
Yeah.
You can find us on Twitter. We're at The Goods Pod.
Yeah, and you should
I'll
really
put
see
this
what.
video
Yeah,
up.
you really should see what Udo looks like because the voice is powerful, but the visual is more powerful.
Dear Lord, he looks like the guy to the left on Darwin's chart there.
Oh, you have no idea.
Just a brow that could crush a can.
Well, yeah. Now, except
Everyone's playing a flying V.
everybody's playing a flying V. Everybody's in formation.
They go big or go home.
Yeah.
They're like the Luftwaffe.
Oh, but
And here he comes. They keep him in a cage until the intro's over.
Bring out the gimp.
everybody's in black except for Udo. Udo is in camouflage.
Yeah.
He's also maybe 5'2".
He looks like a really drunk, really angry soldier who just walked on stage during the concert.
You know, he looks like if Brian Johnson from AC/DC was a Russian nesting doll and you took one out, he'd be the next one down.
Good one. Good one.
Yeah.
Udo.
Okay, this is great.
Yeah.
I gotta
Udo
say,
is awesome.
I gotta say, I've never heard of these guys before, so this is great.
Yeah, Udo, might be a dwarf. I don't know.
Maybe they shrunk the AC/DC guy in the wash.
Let's just say we could say if there was
They left Brian Johnson in the dryer for too long.
if they had the cover band Mini Accept, Udo could be the lead singer of Mini Accept.
Man,
He's his own. Yeah, he's his own.
But no, Udo. I mean, the thing is that Udo is his voice just tears it up, and then he also, because they're German and English is their second language, they always had hilarious lyrics.
like balls to the wall.
Well, no, in this song where there's a breakdown and he's just like, we are going to put a bomb in everyone's ass. Which, cool. Awesome.
Did he say bomb like BALM? Like a bomb in Gilead.
We're gonna put Desitin in everybody's ass.
So there's him. Now, the other person in this contest is equally ridiculous.
Maybe the most ridiculous.
It's Jim Gillette from the band Nitro.
Now
I've never heard of this guy.
No, we've talked about them before. He's the one that plays the two guitars at once.
No. This is the lead singer.
Oh, you know what I mean. They're the band that have the guy who played the two guitars at once.
Well, actually, just look up Jim Gillette vocal.
Oh yeah, we've talked about this before because this is the
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
yeah. Oh boy.
So if you look it up,
Find us on Twitter at the Good Spot. We're gonna
Jim
put
Gillette
this,
hits an
Here we go.
insane scream.
This
Damn.
podcast was brought to you in THX.
Yeah, but he looks insane. So, like, he was the lead singer of a band called Nitro, and Nitro is basically the extreme, the unironic extreme of what hair metal was all about. Jim Gillette might have the most teased out hair of all time.
By the way, can I just say the way
It starts out like getting ready to rumble.
he literally starts out going "Eep,"
I thought it was going to be Here's Johnny.
which is, by the way, it's a noise that friend of the show, episode 20, Andrew Lopez makes when he's had a bit to drink. He goes "Eep" like that. That's how he starts
Well,
off.
that's his lowest octave.
Yeah, that's what he,
Damn.
He ends with
the face he makes at the end is so great, where he's got the mic and he's just kind of like,
This man clearly loves what he does.
yeah, and
Boy.
he's also pretty jacked.
yeah.
In the world of heavy metal, he's a pretty jacked dude.
He almost looks like he's specially bred to be a hair metal singer.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, and his hair is just.
Yeah, if they design, he's like almost like the Ivan Drago
Yeah.
of hair metal singers, like where he was probably created in a laboratory in the Soviet Union.
I must break your glasses.
I must.
I would love it if Ivan Drago did that.
Yeah,
Rocky,
he's-
him and Rocky are face to face in the ring.
And it's like the pounds per square inch punch thing.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's just like octaves, and it's like that is 1,420 octaves.
Yeah, and Sly's head just explodes like scanners.
He also does MMA in real life, so we're not making fun of you, Jim, because
Fuck
you
no,
could
he'll come after
rip
us.
us to shred. He's
Yeah.
one of those guys. I think he's like in his late 40s, early 50s. And
I don't
he's just
care.
like-
I'll preemptively tap to this man.
yeah, he's ripped. He's
If he doesn't get you with the arm bar, he's going to get you with the A flat.
So, oh yeah, I forgot he was married to Lita Ford
What?
as well.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah. That's him now. He kind of looks like Vampiro. Like
He
Vampiro
looks
now.
like, he looks like Road Dogg now.
Oh, you you didn't know? I was a lead singer of Nitro.
Your ass. That's where I was headed.
Oh man. But see, so this is no disrespect to.
Oh, there he is. There he is fighting.
No, that's Jim's kid in the ring.
Oh, okay.
So
He's training the fighters of tomorrow.
yeah, I know. He has a complex, man.
And this kid, Lita Ford's his mother.
Yeah.
This kid's gonna be invincible.
And he's doing like the peeing with. He kicks some kid's butt, and then he does the peeing with the hose thing. These kids are crazy.
Wow.
All right, but the thing is,
Oh, we got to look at that.
look how tan he is, man. He looks like
look at that fish.
yeah, he looks like a jacked version of Steve Harwell right there. It's amazing. But anyway,
He looks like Sting.
yeah. But listen,
90s Sting.
Jim Gillette, because Rivers had to put Chad Kroger in here, we're faced with a very difficult decision early on.
we got to hear a little bit of the actual
Band Nitro.
band Nitro.
Oh well.
Just see, I mean, you got a sample of the vocals of this man, but this is actually Nitro with their song Freight Train. But,
I can't believe this is the same guy that we saw that was just jacked as hell.
yeah. Got it. And the hair, man. The hair is amazing.
Damn. He looks like he has. Remember them little troll toys?
Yeah, he looks like if you lift up his shirt, he'd have a jewel on his stomach.
This song is pretty painful.
Yeah, musically, these guys kind of stink, but holy cow.
All right, so this is going to be a tough battle, right?
Yeah.
Udo versus Jim Gillette.
What do we know about, what's his name, Udo? Does we know if he's actual fighter? Because we've seen the Gillette fight.
I mean, he looks amazing now because before he looked. Oh yeah, I mean Udo.
Dude, Udo looks.
Udo like Jim.
He looks like badass Billy Gunn now.
Except 5'3".
This guy's gonna be the new age outlaw.
Actually,
or the old age outlaw.
He looks like a mini Dusty. A little.
Yeah.
He looks
Yeah.
like a little.
This guy's still badass.
But I mean, here's the thing,
Little
like,
tiny Dusty
so
Rhodes.
like Udo, like Jim Gillette now looks like Udo. Jim Gillette looks like he could whoop a lot of ass,
This
right?
picture is great.
Udo looks like he would hire Jim Gillette to whoop ass. Udo just looks like a dangerous guy.
Udo, yeah, he's ruthless looking, like
Yeah.
somebody you don't want to mess with.
And he's a small guy, and you never underestimate a small guy in a street fight.
It's a shame.
they will fight dirty.
It's a shame Dusty's dead because he could totally hide out under the ring like Hornswoggle and come out during Dusty's matches and just be like, I never thought all the people in Germany would be throwing to Dusty Rhodes, but they are.
Yeah, but so we got to make the decision, man. Udo or Jim Gillette?
I mean, look, Udo's got he's big. He's a bigger man. He's a lot shorter. He's got a low center of gravity.
Yeah.
And frankly, would be in a different weight class if they were to actually MMA one another.
Yeah.
So
Good point.
Yeah, so I think that Udo might have a slight advantage over Jim Gillette, although Jim Gillette obviously has the height advantage.
He's shredded.
He's shredded. He landed Lita Ford, which is that right there.
But here's the thing: I think Lita Ford
And he
could probably
trains.
kick his ass.
Yeah, well, Lita Ford could kick most people's asses. She's a badass. I don't know, man. That's a hard question.
This is very tough.
I think I don't know.
I want to go with Odo because I think he's just too dangerous. He's
Yeah.
just too evil.
You know what he is? You're talking.
Being a dad might have slowed that other guy down.
I mean, Jim Gillette, we're not going to count against Jim Gillette, but Jim Gillette would never threaten to put a bomb in anyone's ass.
Yeah,
All right.
Jim Gillette doesn't have that savage,
Ruthlessness.
ruthless spirit.
Yeah.
And, I mean, really, honestly, what we're talking about here at the end of the day, we're talking about the ripped up guy with the sword and golden axe versus the little dwarf with the axe and golden axe.
Gigas Thunderhead.
Gigas Thunderhead, and Gigas is going to take this. Wait,
Yeah.
his name is Gigas Thunderhead?
Yeah.
All right, so
Guy with the sword is
are
called
we,
Axe
are we
Battler.
agreeing with Udo Dirkschneider?
I'm voting for Udo.
You voting for Udo?
Yeah, well, how you say it in German? C.
Yeah, see, it's yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Jim Gillette, I'm sorry, dude. If you didn't have such a hard draw in the qualifying rounds, like if you were matched up against a lot of these fellas,
Well, look,
we would give you the pass. But with all due respect,
You're fighting Udo, and when
you're fighting Udo.
When you fight Udo, you got to go balls to the wall.
Yeah, because he's fast as a shark. Udo Dirkschneider passes.
That should have been a final.
All right, yeah, that should have been the final.
We get finals in the first round. That's how wild our tournaments are.
All right, so the guy from Crowbar, so we'll just call him Crowbar, versus Axl Rose.
All right, Axl Rose. We know he has a really bad attitude. We know he doesn't care and he's desperate. We know he has custom sneakers, but do we know if
he wears
can
a
fight?
chest protector.
This is Crowbar, by the way. This is Oh, What a Feeling? Is this Crowbar? Am I wrong? Do I have the wrong band?
Oh, this is not Crowbar.
Fish.
No, this is. Are you playing Fish?
No, it's it says
Oh, just wait until Crowbar hears about this.
What is this?
it says it's fucking Crowbar.
That's garbage.
Okay.
That's garbage.
That ain't Crowbar.
Wait till Crowbar hears about this.
Look out.
It's two words.
They might put a bomb up your ass. I would check your ass for explosives next time y'all use a toilet.
Oh,
There we
this is
go.
the guy? Holy shit. He's fucking
No,
monstrous.
I'm saying Crowbar's a big dude.
Fuck.
Now, I would say Crowbar probably weighs about 2.5 bills, maybe.
I mean,
250.
Look, here's how you know if you're a badass. If you can pull off playing metal in shorts, which is reserved only for the heaviest of metal bass and guitar players,
Yeah.
and he's wearing shorts, so they might as well be MMA shorts as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I
'cause,
know.
That's a scary man.
Yeah, Crowbar.
He looks like the guy from the Pixies.
Oh.
Ate the guy from the Pixies.
He gave his heart and soul to you, and it was fattening. This is fat music.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it
As
sounds
Beavis,
fat.
as Beavis and
Looks
Butthead
fat.
said, that has to be about 50 pounds of meat, the heart and soul.
This is up there with Mountain, Mississippi Queen,
Yeah.
in the Fat Rock Hall of Fame.
Yeah, that's who I want to.
Yeah, this is like
this
the,
motherfucker. If he wins, him and Leslie West, that's got to be
yeah, that would be like a scary
an
tag team.
amazing sumo match.
Although Leslie West understands lost a lot of weight.
Yeah, he has.
Yeah,
he
yeah.
doesn't look like Andre the Giant anymore.
Yeah. It'd have to be
Axl-
both in their prime.
I don't even think we should discuss Axl Rose because I think
Well-
Crowbar just crushed this dude. I don't even care about what his name is, right? He's Crowbar.
Well, we should hear a little bit of Axl Rose.
Axl Rose was just flapping his gums at Vince Neil, and they wouldn't even fight.
Yeah, that's true.
Axl Rose, he threatened Kurt Cobain. I mean, Kurt
Yeah.
Cobain doesn't look like he's Mr. Tough Guy. It seems to me Axl's just a school bully.
He started a riot in Canada.
Yeah, but I mean, he's
Yeah, but not because he was tough, because he wimped out of going on stage.
Yeah. Because Metallica upstaged him by setting one of their members on fire. This is like, I don't know. This is a great song.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying that Guns N' Roses didn't have some good songs, and I wouldn't say that Axl Rose. I'm not saying Axl Rose isn't a fighter, right?
Yeah.
But he's he's petulant.
Yeah,
I think.
that's a great word. Yeah,
I think he's petulant.
petulant.
Crowbar.
Here's my one thing though. Axl has a bit of a defense that Crowbar does not have, which we cannot discount.
His chest protector.
He's got the chest protector, but more importantly, his entire face is fake. So you can punch him as hard as you want. It's all plastic surgery, baby.
Is that what that is? I thought he just put like cold cream on to lubricate the punches.
No, I mean, there's that. He definitely puts. He either puts on a lot of cream or exudes a lot of grease. But at any rate, his whole face is fucking not real. Like he's
It's like the abominable Dr. Fibes.
And really, it could be a situation where hey, he could switch. He could do like a body switch with Mickey Rourke. because
Yeah,
they
that's
both
right.
look like the same guy. They might be the same guy
They both
now.
have dreadlocks and plastic faces.
Yeah, but let's face it, Axl Rose wouldn't be as good in Harley Davidson and a Marlboro Man.
But okay, so Axl Rose or Crowbar?
I'm going Axl Rose because he's got that big fake face. Crowbar has the weight advantage. Crowbar,
Crowbar could sit on Axl, and then what's he going to do?
Crowbar looks like Matt Pinfield ate Matt Pinfield, but I still think
Good.
I mean, you're talking
I'm
about Iron Mask versus the Michelin Man, really.
I'm going with Crowbar, honestly.
I'm going with Crowbar because I think Axl's
right.
mouth writes checks his ass can't catch.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, he needed to prove it against Vince Neil before I went with him. All right, so Crowbar makes it to the next round.
Oh well, no matter what, I actually gave all I had.
Yeah.
Or all he had.
Now weighing in at
Look at him. Dude, he looks like he could wrestle in the original ECW.
he actually looks like he's really straining during the song, if you know what I mean. Look at him. It looks like he's on the toilet.
I'm Bubba Sparks' dad.
He looks like friggin' Taz, dude. He does. All right.
This is the kind of music, though. You remember when you talked about Elvis dying on the toilet
Yeah.
because he pushed too hard?
Yep.
That's what it sounds like, is this kind of music.
All right. The
Well, it
next.
only stands to
I don't
reason
even know
that after the King's death, rock and roll became the thing that killed him.
All right. So
Sitting on the toilet going, ah!
I don't even know why this guy's in the tournament. This is gonna be a slaughter.
I don't know.
Vanilla Ice versus Rob Halford.
Okay, well,
Does Vanilla Ice get to use a motocross bike?
Oh no! I mean,
well,
Does Vanilla Ice get to use the Ninja Turtles?
no.
he gets
It's
to,
irrelevant.
he gets
It's
to use the
irrelevant.
Ninja Turtles.
if he could use the damn Ninja Turtles.
By the way,
They hang out with him?
let's start with Rob Halford because I mean, first of all, fucking undeniable. British Steel, one of the greatest heavy metal albums ever made.
Yeah.
I actually own a very early pressing of this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
British Steel's amazing.
one of my favorites.
This isn't a musical contest, though.
No, but
Because I'm a big Appetite for Destruction fan.
well, no, I was
Yeah.
getting into that. But my point is that Rob Halford, whenever he and I've seen Judas Priest live. I saw him at the Nokia Theater here in Los Angeles in 2015, and he still comes out with the motorcycle. He's still got the studs, got the leather,
Yeah.
and
I would hope so.
all I could think about, by the way, and they do have a song about Vikings, and I couldn't help but think about your joke about that, which,
Oh,
yeah,
the rock and roll was about black people, was about fucking, and then
and then white
white
people,
people
got
made
hold
it about
of
Vikings and alienation and shit.
Yeah, that's right. And then literally they have a song called Valhalla, and it's just, and the screen behind him is just a picture of like Viking ships.
I
and
mean,
stuff.
all right. So Rob Halford.
But my point is if Vanilla Ice came with motocross, Rob Halford would be right there with the damn Harley to
Yeah.
counter that. So
he would tear it. It's
Good
like
point.
And
he's
Rob
hell-bent
Halford
for leather.
Rob Halford he might have been trained at Wigan. He might have been trained in the snake pits of Wigan. He's got
He
that.
probably
British-
spent a lot of time in the snake pits of Wigan.
he comes from that strong British tradition of I think he
What
might
if he's
have,
a bottom, though? You never know.
he might have trained with Billy Robinson and
He can shoot.
He could shoot.
He's
I
a
bet.
hooker.
Yeah, and I think that nowadays, especially if you look at Rob Halford now, guy he looks tough as hell. So it's like
Oh,
when
he's
he was
way
younger.
more ripped now. Like
Yeah, when he was younger, he was skinny, he looked scrappy, and now he.
Those arms really just kind of looked like sticks coming out of that leather vest. Back
Yeah,
in
but
the,
he
the
was-
Living After Midnight video.
But he looked like he was scrappy, and now he looks badass. He looks like a biker. He's got.
Well, he's rid so many on stage that he pretty much is.
Yeah,
At this
so
point.
I would say, in Rob Halford, I mean, the voice itself, it indicates strength, right?
No, that's
Vanilla Ice on the other
that's
hand.
oh, no, that's for sure, and I won't dispute that. But we moved from Rob Halford to Rob Van Winkle. This is Vanilla Ice. This song is off of his album bipolar, which is just what he was diagnosed with before they put out this album. If I remember the behind the music correctly.
So was my aunt, but she don't make rap records.
This song is called Nothing Is Real. Oh, there's the bike. Oh, it's a motorbike.
I thought this was a Jackal record for some.
Yeah, I know. And it's like a
Generals
dirt bike
gathered
too.
in their
And you would
masses.
disrespect the man by saying he wasn't metal. Listen to that.
This isn't metal. This is POD.
This isn't music.
Oh, this is hideous. And now Rivers is doing some weird jam band concert.
Rivers
dancing.
is too into this.
Death and destruction, weak rhymes and hard crimes. Thin lines and lost
Oh, this is-
God.
This is horrible. This is like a butt rock rap version of that Led Zeppelin song.
Yeah,
Good
Good times, bad times.
yeah. So I think it'd be safe to say that Rob Halford's
Well,
gonna-
no, but again, you haven't let me say my case, okay? Because here's the thing: while Rob Halford, I do not deny his greatness in any way. I would say that much in the way that Andy Rooney was able to cut past all other news anchors and bore everyone to death. If we're going by that standard, then I think Vanilla Ice, with his attempt at heavy metal, could kill pretty much everybody else because of how awful it
What
is.
about Suge Knight?
Just because the military used crap like that to terrorize Noriega out of his house. And I'm not saying that, I'm not being an anachronistic. I'm saying stuff of that low quality. Well, they did play Metallica, and Metallica was great.
They played Panama, right?
Yeah. But I would say,
Well, they picked the right country.
I know.
yeah, I would say this is no.
Can we say Halford just to end this round?
Yeah, Halford.
Halford,
Halford,
please play
2
some
for
Judas
1.
Priest.
All right, it's Alfred. Who we got in the next round?
Oh God, another one of Rivers is amazing. Troll Fest selections. Chad Kroger, the lead singer of Nickelback,
Okay.
versus Diamond David Lee Roth, which the only true lead singer of Van Halen.
Bit of a renaissance.
Yeah,
Oh,
David Lee Roth, the
fluent-
DLR band.
Fluent in Japanese, by the
Yeah,
way.
climbed Mount Kilimanjaro.
He's a martial artist.
He's a martial artist.
Yeah.
Kempo karate.
Yeah, and you've seen his
The seasons change. Kempo remains.
You've
The
seen
singers change, but Kempo remains.
his kicking abilities on stage. Everybody's seen that. Now, look, here's the thing. We got a lot of listeners out there, and sometimes everybody's got times when things aren't going so well, and you might feel a little bit down. And I recommend just pulling up David Lee Roth, Running with the Devil, vocals only. This will brighten your day, no matter how bad it seems. This will just make everything better. Just makes it. It makes me feel light as a feather.
Oh, yes.
All right, so David Lee Roth,
Yeah.
I think that he. Dave?
No, keep trying to.
Dave, I think that you.
I live my life like there's no tomorrow. And all I've got, I had to steal. Least I don't need to beg or borrow. Yes, I'm living at a pace that kills.
All right, now it's
Are
all.
these vocal outtakes, or is this from his radio show?
This guy's a martial artist. He's a mountain climber.
He's running with the devil.
I'll tell you all
He's an
about
ice
it.
cream man.
He's going to tell us all about
I
it.
found the simple life.
Yeah.
Ain't so simple. When I jumped out on that road,
Yeah.
I got no love you'd call real. Ain't got nobody waiting at home.
So the thing about this is, I think David.
God damn it, baby, no, I ain't lying to you. I'm only gonna tell you one time.
That's my favorite part, actually.
God damn it, baby! I'm gonna tell you one more time.
Yes, I am. Yeah.
Wait a minute. It's coming.
This is the guitar solo. This is your chance to
Wait,
talk.
so the thing is, so I think David Lee Roth is probably one of the.
he just is if a party became a person.
You know, I found the simple life.
Also, he's incredibly hyper.
Yeah, that's
So
what I'm
his
saying.
stamina, I think, is you know, we've talked about strength, we've talked about caginess, but stamina and agility, I would put David Lee Roth quite high. Chad Kroeger should not even be allowed in this tournament. Nay,
Why not?
consideration.
Who is this guy? The Nickelback guy.
He's the lead singer of Nickelback.
Yeah, I missed these guys because I didn't listen to the radio for the week that they were kind of big.
Oh yeah.
Oh God.
Or is that the guy he's saying is going to fight? Is this Chuck?
Yeah.
It's this guy versus David Lee Roth. Now,
He looks like Tom Green in a wig.
hey, look, don't disparage the Canadian people because Goodnight and I are coming to Yukon territory, and I wanted to, look, I could have gone with Rob Reiner from Anvil.
Yeah?
Or there's people I could have gone with.
You could have gone with Geddy Lee, for Christ's sakes.
Yeah, there's people I could have.
Isn't Rick James from Canada?
No, he went up to Canada to evade the because he went AWOL. Look at this guy. He's God.
I picked a song that's not.
He couldn't even kick his own ass.
He looks like that guy Elias.
Oh, please.
Wait, hang on.
Get out of here.
Yeah, that guy kind of stinks.
He couldn't even stand up to people throwing rocks in Portugal. This is going to be one of those matches where you would get some insane loot. So like a Rey Mysterio or a Juventud. You know, this is David Lee Roth here against some tall, stiff jobber like Kendall Windham or something like that.
The West Texas stick insect.
Yeah, and it's dude. David Lee Roth would destroy him.
Yeah, I wish.
Have you seen his sword technique?
Nah, that's
Come
right.
on.
Yeah,
Come on.
Take this guy apart.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem like he's anything special.
Yeah,
I mean-
just because he's from Canada doesn't mean, you know.
There's got to be a good Canadian musician you could have used. There's got to be one of them somewhere. Hank Snow, he was from Canada.
So David Lee Roth goes to the next round.
All right.
All right.
That's fair.
Now, we've already talked at length about these guys. Udo Dirkschneider or Blackie Lawless.
Okay.
That's tough. Shit.
Let's see. I guess I'm going Udo. Like Blackie Lawless is definitely more badass than the guys from Stryper. No one's saying that. But when it comes to a man who looks like he lives inside of the small part of a grandfather clock, only to be let out just to fucking wail on somebody.
Or to join the beginning of Balls to the Wall.
Yeah.
Or Udo looks like a Russian crime boss. You know? I mean,
He looks like a guy that John Wick would have shot him in the head at some point in John Wick.
I'm going Udo too.
I think I'm going Udo because Blackie Lawless didn't get much competition in the first round, bro.
and
So Udo had to take on
Jim Gillette.
Yeah, that was a battle for the ages.
Yeah, that was a bloodbath. So
Fuck yeah, dude.
How do you say father in German?
Vater.
Das ist not dein Vaters Deutschland. Deutsch Music.
Udo. All right.
Das ist nicht deine Vater Deutsch Musik.
All right.
There we go. I think that's it. I think I did it.
We're in the semis, guys.
All right.
Crowbar versus Rob Halford.
Crowbar. Because Crowbar looks like Rob Halford if he just ate lard, like if Rob Halford got stuck inside of a 50-gallon drum of lard and couldn't escape for a couple weeks.
You know what? I can't really argue with the logic of that, Pat.
Because they look the same,
Wait a minute, was this Crowbar?
Crowbar.
I'm going Rob Halford actually.
Rob Halford, we know he's wild.
Yep.
Crowbar, we know that he's fat and he's angry.
Yeah.
Can we get a picture of Rob Halford nowadays?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Crowbar nowadays.
Rob Halford looks like Paul Ellering. Like when he was doing his but all leathered up and stuff like that.
That's Rob Halford. Now. He looks exactly like Paul Ellering.
Yeah.
And he's got a tattoo on the side of his head. Let's
Yeah.
not forget that.
Jesus Christ, this is terrifying.
So
He looks like they should put him and the guy from Balls to the Wall together as some kind of tag team or something.
yeah.
What's Crowbar look like nowadays?
It's a very good question.
Whoa.
Oh man.
Oh my God, he looks like Gandalf now.
Yeah, Crowbar now looks like Crowbar then, but with just a big old gray beard.
Wow, man.
Damn, this is really difficult.
He looks like he's
Actually, he looks kind of like Rick Rubin.
Yeah, he does look a bit like Rick Rubin, but like
I think I'm going with side to side. Look at that. Look at that one.
I never pick against Halford. So Rob Halford, I'd go with Rob
Oh
Halford.
man, look at that though. Actually, he looked a bit like Bugsy McGraw in that one.
what do you think, Goodnight? I want to be the toss-up on this one.
I might have to go with Halford though.
Yes.
All right.
Because he's got. I mean, he's used to combat, and he's definitely got the evil genius thing going.
That's true. I was gonna go Crowbar just because you can't.
Yeah, I mean,
It's hard to beat a man who's 6 times larger than you are, but okay.
all right.
That's a good point. Though.
This one's. We thought this one's going to be a tough one. Diamond Dave versus Udo.
This is getting. This contest reminds me of something else because it's getting too hard right now.
Running with the devil or running from the goblin? Let's see.
I think. Now I have the utmost respect for both of these gentlemen as musicians and general personalities.
Me too.
Yeah,
I want to say that.
yeah. I mean, Diamond Dave is the most insane human being on the face of the earth.
Yeah.
I think
Oh, for sure.
he's out of control. He's completely out of control.
Yeah.
But I don't know. This is a fight situation, a fictional fight situation.
Yeah.
He does know karate. He does know martial arts.
That's what I think. Yeah.
He is agile. He's got the speed.
Frankly, you're talking about a panther in David Lee Roth, cat-like with his abilities, very
Yeah.
agile, very strong, very wiry, versus leprechaun in the hood.
He's a honey. Dude, Udo's a honey badger, man.
A Wolverine, if you will.
Yeah. He knows no fear, right?
I don't know.
I don't know anything about Udo, but just looking at him.
Look, dude, I'm
Udo, I mean, David Lee Roth knows karate and these other martial arts, but Udo looks like he knows hitmen that can make up for that.
He knows heavies.
Yeah, he knows people, like they used to say.
Yeah. He probably has a sizable knife collection.
He probably has it with him at all times.
Yeah.
just so he can do the knife finger thing. Just
Yeah. Like he wears
That's what he does in
He
his
wears
free time.
camouflage. This guy, you talk about people trying to rock out in shorts. Dude's rocking out in camo sweatpants.
Yeah,
Like
He looked like he's camping and he got out and take a piss.
no, he looks like those novelty garden gnomes that they sell at Bass Pro Shop
Yeah.
that have camo.
like and he threatened to put a bomb in everyone's ass. You got to be insane to make a threat like that.
I mean-
like you've seen people in in altercations, and usually it's either I'm going to beat you up or some insult or something like that. Imagine somebody walking up to you and saying, "I'm going to put a bomb in your ass."
With a German accent.
With a German accent.
and a leather jacket that's just been bedazzled with studs everywhere.
Yeah.
It sounds like
Or a camouflage sweatsuit.
Then I'd really be scared because he probably looks like he just come out of a lab making
I mean,
one.
this guy, he falls into my kind of rule with metal music, where he managed to be like, it's the same with Halford. He managed to be metal as hell and have short hair.
Well,
that's
That's because
shows
the
a level-
Waffen SS still has haircut regulations.
Yeah, even for the goblins that haunt their swamps.
I think I would say that I'd go Udo personally.
Look, if Udo was able to rouse the other wood nymphs from the Black Forest for a meeting of the guild, if
I hope Udo's listening and Udo comes here and puts a bomb in your ass.
That's terrifying.
Udo, please don't put one in mine, though, man.
Well, you know what had happened, right? I'd wake up one morning and I'm tied down by Lilliputians. That's
oh, shit. Gulliver started this way.
Yeah.
I'm going to go back to sleep till I get to the part with the talking horses.
Udo!
No, man.
All right, I'm going Diamond Dave because I'm just a gigolo.
You're cracking me up, Mr. Gigolo, but I'm going Udo because he's a terrifying, I would say human being, but perhaps I'll say meta-human or elf or some other kind of mystical creature the magical forest of
I
Europe.
think it's great that
I live under a wheat stack.
That's how you summon him. There's a wheat
Udo,
stack.
I'm the only one that's not making.
There's a wheat stack, and you summon him with your flying V. Because if you go by the wheat stack and you play the intro to Balls to the Wall long enough, he will come out and go, "I'm getting that machine."
Follow the black metal road. Follow the black metal road.
Now,
Not a Munchkin.
I know. Jesus.
Although the
Now,
Munchkins
mind you-
did have a military.
Oh yeah, and it's and you're gonna call. So if I put Bon Scott in here, you're gonna denigrate Bon Scott for being 5'1"
Or Prince. And just because this one guy is sort of like a terrifying little elf or goblin or something, just because you want to give him a gold coin to make him go away, you think he can't be like an awesome metal singer?
Listen, if we have listeners that are fans of the band Accept, these guys right here.
I like Accept. I put him in the thing.
I think they're good. I just
I didn't know his name, but I always thought they was awesome.
Look, I think the guy's good. I am a little pissed he didn't let me cross the bridge without answering his 3 questions, but I like him as a singer.
All right, Udo has defeated Diamond David Lee Roth. Now we have the finals. And this is going to be a very difficult one for me.
Because I'm out of short jokes.
Yeah. I hope Udo kicks your ass back to the friggin' borscht belt.
They might put a bomb in it first.
Yeah. Rob Halford versus Udo Dirk Schneider.
This is one of them things where the world could just explode from the
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're talking about Balls to the Wall versus Grinder looking for meat.
I bet he still does that. Grinder looking for meat, only now it's not a song.
I actually had a friend of mine that was applying for a job at the company that does Grindr, right? The conglomerate that does Grindr, as kind of like an ads person, right? And I told him, in your packet, suggest having Rob Halford be your pitch man for Grindr.
Yeah, he has a song. The chorus is Grinder looking for meat.
Yeah, and Rob Halford is awesome, and he, he's for a while he was one of the most prominent out gay men in
How
the
could
media
everybody
sphere.
in the world not tell?
Yeah, I know.
Well, I think I've told this on the show before, but it's how I knew everything would be okay in the end, which is when he came out and the first time he joined back because he was out of Judas Priest for like 4 years.
Yeah, because Tim, I think it's this guy named Tim Adams or something like that. It was like a lead singer of a Judas Priest cover band.
Right.
Yeah.
Took over for him from like 96 to 2000. He gets back on with Judas Priest and they play their first show at the Continental Airlines Arena in New Jersey. And they're out there heavy metal parking lot interviewing just random metalheads. And they go, what do you, it's some fucking idiot from Jersey. And they go, what do you think about Rob Halford coming out of the closet? And the guy goes, I don't care if he's into Doberman pinches. Rob Halford is the greatest front man who ever lived. And I was like, we're going to be all right. Cool.
Yeah, Rob Halford rules. I mean, it's so fun. Like the subtext of Judas Priest songs is like it's so heavy-handed, and that's what makes it awesome.
Yeah.
You know?
Have you seen
Hyperbolic.
Well, it's like hot rockin'.
Metal Gods, dude?
Yeah.
It's one of my favorites.
Yeah, hot rockin'. The video is just like I'm at the gym, and they're all just like not wearing shirts and stuff, and he's so friggin' awesome.
Yeah.
You know.
And his videos had lots of explosions.
Yeah, his
and
videos had
things
lots of
and-
explosions.
Have y'all seen them live?
One of them, there was an explosion where a guy's pants fell off. Right? And another
And
thing
that usually
coming.
only happens in a Pink Panther movie.
Yeah.
Have you
Guy's head explodes and his pants fall down.
Have you seen them live before?
No.
Okay, so I went with
I imagine it's amazing.
friend of the show, past guest of the classic sumo episode. Me and Jordan Turler went and saw Judas Priest at Nokia Live here in LA. And I will just say, and this can go right back into the discussion of his fighting abilities, his voice is still pristine.
Yeah.
Like that was the part that was like the most surprising to me. Like I figured I was gonna have fun because I love Judas Priest. I have, a lot of their records. They're one of my favorite bands. So I was like, this will be fun no matter what, just to see them. But they have a crazy stage show that's complete with like they have this big kind of multi-tiered. It's almost like steps with like a video board behind them, and so like the bottom step will be lit up with like flames, and then the devil's laughing in the middle, and then there's like more flames on top.
Yeah.
It's like it's the same kind of production quality of like going to see like a Monday Night Raw or something where it's
Right.
so damn slick, but it's just like visually incredible. And then the last song is before the encore is Hellbent for Leather.
Yeah.
And he fucking rides out and he has the full on studded Harley Davidson chopper and shit. And he's got just like studs head to toe and the fucking like the whole thing.
And that song kicks ass.
Dude, Jordan Turler and I were just rocking the fuck out. It was just us and, to steal a line from Greg Proops, a sea of gray ponytails.
Yeah.
Just so many old metalheads, and then me and Turler just like, fuck yeah, metal!
Yeah.
So
Halford is awesome.
and his voice is still
It still gives you
Like,
what you want.
hell
too.
yeah. And so my point is, he's taking good care of his voice. He's probably
taking great care of himself
Take
because
care of
he's
his-
he I think Rob Halford's probably I would say maybe 70 now.
Yeah.
Like-
He's an older man, but I think he's still probably.
But he looks amazing and his voice is in fantastic shape.
Yeah,
God
totally.
takes care of himself.
yeah. He's not doing that much living after midnight anymore.
Yeah.
He's going to bed at a responsible hour.
Yeah,
so
no, you're real cheesing it up this episode, Rivers.
I'm sorry, we're
Yeah.
Making me
It's
laugh.
it seems like Rivers is writing a packet or something,
I mean,
a
no.
monologue, a late night packet.
It's cracking me up, though.
Yeah.
I have to admit. But I always like dumb stuff like that.
Yeah, but I think I would say Halford. I mean, as much as Udo has had an amazing run.
I like Udo. He's great
I'm still voting for him, though, because I'm afraid to do otherwise.
because he lives in your walls.
Put a bomb out of my ass. So I could be trying to take a shit. Give me some mouse hole or something. Next thing I know, some kraut's coming out of it, trying to stick a bomb up in my ass.
Anyway,
Wow.
yeah, I'm voting Rob Halford.
I'm voting Rob Halford.
Okay, and
Rob Halford, you are the metal god.
that's right.
Breaking the law and breaking a lot of heads along the way.
Yeah.
I think we have to
Honestly-
see that picture again, Rivers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There we go.
I mean, I always contend Dio's the best, but Halford's the most badass.
Well, Dio, sleeps with the angels or the devil now, depending on how you look
well,
at it.
you know who he actually sleeps with? You know who's buried right next to fucking Ronnie James Dio in
Hollywood Forever.
no, they're
Forest Park?
He's in Forest Lawn.
Oh, yeah.
It's one side of the row is Ronnie James Dio. The other side of the row, Betty Davis.
Nice.
Of all people, yeah, he's buried right next to Betty Davis in that cemetery.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wait, where'd they put Patty Duke?
Nah, oh, who knows? But anyway,
Yeah, but Dio, I always contend Dio is the best, but Rob Halford is the baddest. And I'm happy it turned out with Rob Halford.
yeah.
So,
Hell yeah.
good showing by Udo Dirkschneider in this tournament.
Yeah.
And Jim Gillette, Hard draw, dude.
Yeah.
Please don't kill us.
Yeah.
I think between the three of those guys,
Yeah.
that would be one hell of a fight as it is.
Yeah.
I mean, that would probably you couldn't contain it. No arena could contain.
It was
battle.
hard to pick between those three.
Yeah. It was, and I think that. I mean, even Crowbar,
Crowbar and Diamond Dave also good.
Yeah.
Also good.
But I mean, this was just the sampling, right? Rob Halford might have to defend his crown against other heavy metal battlers. You know?
Yeah.
Can he handle Bon Scott?
Yeah.
That's a tough one, right?
I think he can.
I think he can. I think Rob Halford. I mean, give us a name, people online.
Yeah, who could take Rob Halford?
Who
in a
could
fight?
take Rob Halford in the metal universe amongst the lead singers in a fight?
Are we? Oh, I got a question. What are we calling the Rollins band?
Halford could take Rollins.
What? Dude, Rollins is fucking crazy jacked, though.
It doesn't matter. It's not about jacked, right?
No.
If it was about jacked, like, Scott Steiner would be winning the UFC title, right? But he's not.
Okay.
If you asked Henry Rollins who would win a fight, you or Rob Halford, he'd say Rob Halford.
Well,
Rob Halford breaks the law.
Yeah.
Well, Scott Steiner is winning the free piece of birthday cake every time he goes into his Shoney's in Ackworth, Georgia.
Can I get one too if I go in, Scott?
Yeah.
Mr. Steiner.
It'll be a magical day when I go to Scott Steiner's Shoney's and Rick Steiner's Shoney's.
Get in here with the family and the freaks.
Yeah. 21 flat screen TVs. Watch as much sports as you want to. I got League Pass. You see, there's 32 teams in the NFL. So if you calculate that, it means that sometimes there'll be 16 games. And sometimes in a bye week, there'll be less than 60.
And if the Detroit Lions...
So if there's a bye week, it means that there is a 16.7% chance of less football on the League Pass. Bitch. I always like the idea of like Scott Steiner, Bernie Sanders, where it's just like 40% of the new revenue of GDP after the bailout in the financial crisis has gone to the top 1%.
We're talking about four things here: millionaires, billionaires, peaks, and freaks.
Yeah. And the Millionaires Club has been holding us down. And I will get you at WCW Mayhem, bitch.
The middle class been taking a pounding.
Yeah, I know.
But not like the breakfast buffet at Shoney's.
I'm going to put the billionaire class in the Steiner recliner. And we will overturn Citizens United. Listen here, Clarence Thomas. I'm going to put you in a Frankensteiner. These special interests politicking in the back. Piece of shit.
Give me the fucking mic.
Give me the mic. I got no sympathy. For the bankers. And they're too big to fail. I'll show you something that's too big to fail. These peaks on my arms, 25 inches.
We're coming for you, Senior Trump.
Yeah. Because we knew that they had weapons of mass destruction and they were getting uranium, yellow cake uranium, in Chad. And I beat a dude named Chad. I love Scott Steiner.
Oh, God.
He's one of my favorite wrestlers.
Bernie Steinders.
I'm a big Bernie Sanders fan, and
Yeah.
I'm a huge Scott Steiner fan.
It just comes
And they are
natural.
probably not politically compatible.
Oh, fuck no.
Absolutely not.
They
But
work together.
you know,
Yeah.
They work together well as a bit.
Yeah, they definitely do.
Holler if you hear me.
You can find us on Facebook, facebook.com/thegoodspod. We're on Twitter @thegoodspod. Tweet at us. Tell us who you would think would have torn through the ranks in our competition.
Yeah, because we need to figure out who can be Halford.
Yeah, and I realized that there's we didn't talk about Danzig, even though famously he got his ass kicked on a video, but doesn't make him any less.
Who kicked his ass?
Some fucking guy just knocked him the fuck out backstage in I believe Memphis.
Yeah,
he was
something like
yelling
that.
about his money or something, and this guy
Was it Dutch Mantel or something?
Jerry Jarrett.
Danzig's jacked up, man. So
Yeah, I can't think of anybody that's going to beat Halford.
yeah. I don't know. Let us know. So we're at the Good Spot. Let us know. And
Halford has tanks and explosions and an entire post-apocalyptic wasteland behind him.
Yeah.
Ozzy Osbourne. We didn't talk about him. He's got.
He's kind of, the show took a lot of his mystique away.
That's a good
I think.
point.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe Lita Ford.
Ooh, yeah.
Maybe Lita Ford could take
Alice
Halford.
Cooper?
Alice Cooper couldn't take him.
Yeah.
What about if they golfed to settle it?
Yeah.
Yeah, if it was a golf game.
It was a
for
golf
sure.
game, then yeah, he would definitely win.
Yeah, you're the cat with a snake, aren't you?
He jobbed to Elvis. So
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Elvis fucking dropped him and put a boot on his throat.
Yeah.
That's right. And
Good point. I forgot about that.
Cokie, not Cokie, but disco late era Fat Elvis did too. So
He did no karate, to be
yeah,
fair.
that's right.
Maybe Elvis could take Rob Halford.
Yeah. Ooh, we don't. Yeah, you might have to tag him in, bring him out of retirement to see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyway,
But there's only metal, right?
yeah.
It's only metal.
It's only metal, and it's still rock and roll to me. Anyway, you can you can find us on Facebook, Twitter, all that stuff. Every episode ever. YouTube.com/thegoodspot as well. And big shout out to our friend Richard Eden up there in the North Pole doing the hard work at thegoodspod.com. We're coming for you, Yukon territory. We'll see you in March. Pat, what should the folks do when they get to iTunes?
Great review, subscribe, share the word, and have a wonderful 2018. 2017 was a rough one, and I think I hope 2018 is good for everybody. So
There's one way to do that.
I
and that's-
still write
and that's
1982 on my
showing
checks.
the attitude of gratitude.
And if y'all don't have that attitude of gratitude in 2018 or any other year, feck you.
We'll see you next week. The Goods from the Woods was mixed, edited, and distributed by me, Rivers Langley. You can find the show on Twitter @TheGoodsPod. Our theme song was composed by DJ Smiles. Check him out on Twitter @DJ Smiles.